Bad Bunny, who mainly only sings in Spanish, is performing at the Super Bowl. A lot of people are upset because Bad Bunny doesn't even really like this country, where he'll be performing on the biggest stage of his career. Let's lock in. In a July music video, Bad Bunny shaded Trump's immigration policies, the ones he was elected to execute with a sweeping mandate. Bad Bunny's been wading into politics for a little while now. He didn't include the United States in his latest tour because, as he told publication ID, he was very concerned that, quote, effing ICE could be outside his concert. He posted this to his Instagram story back in June.
Esos mamabichos andan en esta guagua, Rafoal, andan en Rafoal. Se tiraron aquí en la Montezuela, hijos de puta, en vez de dejar a esa gente tranquila trabajando ahí.
Translated to English, that means, quote, they showed up here in Pontezuela, sons of bleep, instead of leaving those people alone working there. The NFL's halftime pick has been getting a lot of buzz, so this past weekend, SNL invited Bad Bunny to give the cold open.
I'm very excited to be doing the Super Bowl, and I know that people all around the world who love my music are also happy, especialmente todos los latinos.
Bad Bunny hasn't even taken the halftime show stage yet, and he's already insulting the audience. The message being, you English-speaking backwater Americans need to get on Rosetta Stone or Duolingo. You have to do homework if you want to understand and enjoy the entertainment at the Super Bowl, that very American institution. You uncultured swine.
Look, I'm Picasso.
I don't get it.
You uncultured swine.
Ironically, ICE agents will be in attendance where Bad Bunny will perform in the country next year. Super Bowl 60. Trump senior advisor Corey Lewandowski let Mr. Bunny know he has 4 months to prepare.
ICE have enforcement at the Super Bowl for the Bad Bunny Super Bowl halftime show?
Benny, there is nowhere that you can provide safe haven to people who are in this country illegally, not the Super Bowl and nowhere else. We will find you, we will apprehend you, we will put you in a detention facility, and we will deport you. So know that that is a very real situation under this administration, which is completely contrary to how it used to be.
Maybe I'm old school, but I think half of Americans had to Google Bad Bunny. Don't get me wrong, he's popular, but that's not the same as mainstream. Yes, he is the first artist to have 5 consecutive #1 songs on the Billboard Global 200, and the only artist to have 4 different all-Spanish albums top the Billboard 200. But a musician can be popular with certain subsets of the population without being universally loved. The NFL keeps alternating, it seems, between throwback crowd favorites and then these obscure niche choices. Kendrick Lamar, for example, he's cool and all, but most of his show was about dissing Drake. Maybe 1 in 50 Americans knows that those two rappers have beef. My personal favorite halftime shows were Madonna in 2012, Coldplay in 2016, Maroon 5 in 2019, and although she's calling out conservatives, Carrie Champion makes a decent point here.
Conservatives are now saying the NFL has lost its way with this anti-American performance. However, there are 2 things that should be noted here. You don't have to be an American to perform at a Super Bowl halftime show. See U2, Rolling Stones, Coldplay, even Rihanna most recently. And this is for those who may be questioning Bad Bunny. He is, in fact, a U.S. citizen.
Nobody said the performer had to be American, but they should respect the American audience and not lecture them. Everyone knows multiple songs by Rihanna, by these artists. They each had so many hits that really captured the culture. Maybe I'm crazy, but the halftime show should include songs that most Americans can sing to. But this isn't even about one halftime show, as much as it is about what the NFL is turning into. My question, is the NFL trying to court a foreign audience? When Bad Bunny's halftime show was announced, the Bay Area Hosts Committee president and CEO released a statement saying, "We are confident that Bad Bunny will deliver an unforgettable experience for fans in Levi's Stadium and watching globally. The selection further amplifies the Bay Area's position as a premier destination for world-class events, and we look forward to a spectacular show that showcases the unique spirit and diversity of our region." Notice the word choices there. So there's another question here. Just like how Hollywood is in bed with China, our movies are very dependent on the Chinese market, which means we often censor films to appease the Chinese Communist Party. The NFL is clearly going after the foreign audience with Bad Bunny. According to this article, the NFL is bullish on international expansion. The league had been holding several games in Europe annually. Last year, the Philadelphia Eagles faced off against the Green Bay Packers. That was the first ever NFL game in South America.
The NFL showcased its first ever game in the Southern Hemisphere on Friday, with the Eagles and Packers traveling all the way to Brazil for their opening week matchup.
The NFL makes so much money, and now they're hoping to open new fan bases and revenue streams. There may even be an international NFL team in the next 5 years. So could Bad Bunny, given that his songs are predominantly in Spanish, be the NFL's strategy to foray abroad, especially in Latin and South America? I mean, the FIFA World Cup, that's the most watched event globally. For instance, the 2022 FIFA World Cup was estimated to be viewed by more than 5 billion people worldwide. More than 1.5 billion people tuned into that final game between Argentina and France. If the World Cup had a halftime show, Bad Bunny could play there. It would be a better fit. But they don't. So he uses the mega platform of the Super Bowl not to entertain the fans, but to push his own agenda. It's disrespectful to the American fan base, and it's shameful that the NFL is promoting this. And look, it's not that Bad Bunny's music is predominantly in Spanish. Your average young American male will tell you his favorite halftime show is J-Lo and Shakira, but that has less to do with the lyrics. And the NFL, as we know, doesn't shy away from cozying up to anti-American ideology. The NFL is the franchise of Colin Kaepernick. They still have "End Racism" stenciled into their end zones, which is a byproduct of the BLM riots, the genuflection to critical race theory of the left, which is ironic because it's the NFL, but that's for another day. So is the NFL actively trying to alienate the American audience, musically and politically? Bad Bunny is not a household name in the US, so why did the NFL hire him? The theory of many on the right is that this has to do mainly with the fact that this guy gets a kick out of giving the middle finger to America First policies. While the NFL is trying to export some of its market abroad and expand in other countries, there are some foreign actors that are trying to influence the West through the opera, through golf, and now through comedy. Saudi Arabia is having a comedy festival featuring many major American comics, and it is spicy. For more on that, click here. Make sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and for more, check out my articles at nationalreview.com.